David Robert Jones, known professionally as David Bowie, was an English singer, songwriter, musician, and actor. He is regarded as one of the most influential musicians of the 20th century. Bowie was acclaimed by critics and musicians, particularly for his innovative work during the 1970s. His career was marked by reinvention and visual presentation, and his music and stagecraft had a significant impact on popular music. Bowie developed an interest in music from an early age. Re Herman was an American actor, appearing in television and film and hosting television reality shows. In 1992, Re Herman made his first professional acting appearance as an unnamed football player in the television show Columbo. The following year, he had a small-named part in the film Last Action Hero, but began creating a name when he joined the American Gladiators television show as Hawk. He remained with the show until its cancellation in 1996, also appearing from 1995 to 1996 in the spin-offs International Gladiators 1 and International Gladiators 2. Keith Noel Emerson was an English keyboardist, songwriter, composer, and record producer. He played keyboards in a number of bands before finding his first commercial success with Denise in the late 1960s. He became internationally famous for his work with the Nice, which included writing rock arrangements of classical music. After leaving the Nice in 1970, he was a founding member of Emerson, Lake, and Palmer, ELP, one of the early progressive rock supergroups. Muhammad Ali was an American professional boxer and activist. Nicknamed the Greatest, he is regarded as one of the most significant sports figures of the 20th century and is often regarded as the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time. He held the Ring magazine heavyweight title from 1964 to 1970. He was the undisputed champion from 1974 to 1978 and the WBA and Ring heavyweight champion from 1978 to 1979. In 1999, he was named Sportsman of the Century by Sports Illustrated and the Sports Personality of the Century by the BBC. Kevin Ferguson, better known as Kimbo Slice, was a Bahamian mixed martial artist, professional boxer, and actor. Originally a bare-knuckle boxer, he became noted for his role in Mutual Combat Street Fight videos, which were spread online, leading Rolling Stone to call him the King of the Web Brawlers. Turning to mixed martial arts in 2005, Slice left the underground fighting scene and signed a professional contract with Elite XC after making his MMA debut with Cage Fury Fighting Championships in 2007. Alan Sidney Patrick Rickman was an English actor and director. Known for his distinctive, deep, languid voice, he trained at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA, in London and became a member of the Royal Shakespeare Company, RSC, performing in modern and classical theatre productions. He played the Vicomte de Valmont in the RSC stage production of Les Liaisons Dangereuses in 1985, and after the production transferred to the West End in 1986 and Broadway in 1987, he was nominated for a Tony Award. Glenn Lewis Frey was an American musician. He was a founding member of the rock band The Eagles. Frey was the co-lead singer and frontman for the Eagles, roles he came to share with fellow member Don Henley, with whom he wrote most of the Eagles' material. Frey played guitar and keyboards as well as singing lead vocals on songs such as Take It Easy, Peaceful Easy Feeling, Tequila Sunrise, Already Gone, James Dean, Lion Eyes, New Kid in Town, and Heartache Tonight. Paul Loren Kantner was an American rock musician. He is best known as the co-founder, rhythm guitarist, and a secondary vocalist of Jefferson Airplane, a leading psychedelic rock band of the counterculture era. He continued these roles as a member of Jefferson's Starship, Jefferson Airplane's successor band. Jefferson Airplane formed in 1965 when Kantner met Marty Balin. Kantner eventually became the leader of the group and led it through its highly successful late 1960s period. David Michael Miror was an American BMX rider who also competed in rallycross racing. He set the record for most medals in BMX freestyle at the X Games, later tied by Scotty Cranmer, and earned at least one BMX medal at the event in all but 1 year from the competition's inception in 1995 until 2009. He also competed for several years with the Subaru Rally Team USA as a rallycross driver. Miror rode for and was fully sponsored by Harrow Bikes from the mid-1990s until he started his own bike company. Edgar Dean Ed Mitchell was a United States Navy officer and aviator, test pilot, aeronautical engineer, ufologist, and NASA astronaut. As the lunar module pilot of Apollo 14 in 1971, he spent 9 hours working on the lunar surface in the Fra Mauro Highlands region and was the 6th person to walk on the moon. Before becoming an astronaut, Mitchell earned his Bachelor of Science degree in Industrial Management from Carnegie Institute of Technology and entered the United States Navy in 1952. Denise Katrina Matthews, known professionally as Vanity, was a Canadian singer, model, and actress. Known for her image as a sex symbol in the 1980s, she became an evangelist and renounced her career as Vanity in the 1990s. Vanity was the lead singer of the female trio Vanity 6, which was created by the musician Prince. Known for their 1982 hit song Nasty Girl, they disbanded in 1983 when she decided to embark on a solo career. Vanity released 2 solo albums on the Motown Records label, Wild Animal and Skin on Skin. Angela Joyce, Big Ang Raiola, was an American reality television personality. She was the niece of Salvatore Sally Dogs Lombardi, 1941-2009, a Kappa regime, capo, and drug dealer in the Genovese crime family. Raiola dated gangsters and lived an opulent lifestyle. Raiola starred in the VH1 reality television series Mob Wives from its 2nd to 6th and final season in 2016. She was featured in her own spin-off series Big Ang in 2012 and Miami Monkey in 2013. At age 55, Raiola died from complications of lung cancer and pneumonia on February 18th, 2016. Umberto Eco was an Italian medievalist, philosopher, semiotician, novelist, cultural critic, and political and social commentator. In English, he is best known for his popular 1980 novel, The Name of the Rose, a historical mystery combining semiotics in fiction with biblical analysis, medieval studies, and literary theory, as well as Foucault's Pendulum, his 1988 novel which touches on similar themes. Eco wrote prolifically throughout his life, with his output including children's books, translations from French and English. Nancy Davis Reagan was an American film actress and the First Lady of the United States from 1981 to 1989 as the second wife of President Ronald Reagan. Reagan was born in New York City. After her parents separated, she lived in Maryland with an aunt and uncle for 6 years. When her mother remarried in 1929, she moved to Chicago and later was adopted by her mother's second husband. As Nancy Davis, she was a Hollywood actress in the 1940s and 1950s, starring in films such as The Next Voice You Hear, Night into Morning, and Donovan's Brain. Gary Emanuel Shandling was an American actor, comedian, writer, director, and producer. Shandling began his career writing for sitcoms, such as Sanford and Son and Welcome Back, Kotter. He made a successful stand-up performance on The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson, where he became a frequent guest host. Shandling was, for a time, considered the leading contender to replace Johnny Carson. In 1986, he created It's Garry Shandling's Show, which aired on Showtime. It was nominated for 4 Emmy Awards, including one for Shandling, and lasted until 1990.